men every week. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Y'all not, this ain't real. This ain't real. Oh my God. When this season, what is this season going to be over? Every week, I'm saying that to myself. So this is going to be a really quick video because y'all, there was Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle and this is the Belle Perspective. And today we're going to be reviewing Ready to Love season 8 or 9. I don't even remember what episode I don't even remember what episode this is. I'll have it in the description box. Please check that out because I don't even know. But before we get into that, let's get into some housekeeping items real quick, real quick. So this is a growing channel. Subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We talk about books, movies, TV, all kinds of things on here, and you'll like it over here. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this review. So the men have the power. They're meeting family members. Check out the Ready to Love panel Friday nights at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. We talked about this barely. I mean, just barely holding on. Just barely holding on. So the men have the power. The men are meeting, or I'm sorry, the women are meeting the men's family members. So Lee and Quinton, Lee is introducing Quinton to, I'm sorry, Quinton is introducing Lee to his cousin Darius. And it was plain as day. This is when I knew that Quinton was playing in our faces. If Quinton was really trying to truly look for a real connection, real love, or real somebody who he could actually build a life with, he clearly needed to be building it with Lee. In this moment, I was like, Lee is the person that he should be with. I don't even know why he's fooling with Janelle. Personally, I think that Lee won't take his mess. I think Lee will call him out. I think Lee is more secure in herself, and because Janelle is so insecure, she's not really. She's just so happy to be chosen. I think that's part of the reason. I don't know what the other reason. Quentin is playing games. Quentin is playing games. I never liked him. I never saw it for him. So anyway, the reason I don't have no idea why he's introducing Lee to anything or anybody, because he know good and well he not choosing her. They hit it off. Lee is such her body, yaddy. I said this every week. Darius didn't too much care for Lee. I mean, he liked her, but he just felt like, she wasn't it. But also Darius, not too much. I ain't gonna say nothing about. I'm not gonna say about Darius. Aries and Phil, stability. And when she says stability, she means financial stability. And Aries keeps bringing it up, and Phil keeps getting offended that she's bringing it up. Which leads me to believe, one would think that all you need to do is dispel her anxiety. All you have to do is say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I have. If you have not been able to produce that, then that means she is well within her right to be concerned. And what does that mean, class?
He's gone.
He ain't got no job.
Right. Okay. Like, we don't if you can't produce and tell me what you doing for work, it means you ain't got no job. It means you ain't got no job. He's meeting the aunties. He's meeting Auntie Tam and cousin Jonita. Auntie Tam and Jonita were sitting there looking at her like she's this is a good woman. If you can't produce, if you cannot tell her what you doing for work, brother, you gonna miss her. That's what I got from the family when Auntie Tam and cousin Jonita came to sit down with Phil. None of them, I felt like the family knew he was unemployed. That's what I wrote in my notes. The family know he unemployed. Okay, they never confirmed he was stable. Even the family never confirmed and tried to help. Okay, well, this is what he's doing. Why do you feel like he's not stable? They didn't even ask that. They was just looking like, well, Phil, what you gonna do, Phil? That's literally how they were looking at her. Maurier, Jessica, and Kat. Maurier introduces Jessica and Kat. Now, I don't know why the hell Maurier is fooling with Kat. I guess because I don't even know. That she was all that's left. Slim Pickens. Kat is a beautiful woman. Kat is a beautiful girl. She has so much to offer. It's not here. What she needs is not here. Maurier introduces Kat and Jessica to cousin Aquanetta. Y'all, oh my God, I had so much fun with her name when I was listening to Aquanetta. Aquanetta, y'all. Aquanetta is cool. She says that Jessica is uppity. Of course, you think Jessica's uppity, Aquanetta. Kat and Maurier have no chemistry. No chemistry. Kat came in there and gave him that church hug, and not the hug your neighbor church hug. Not the, you know, hug your neighbor, say neighbor. Like, no, none of that. No, it was kind of like the deacon, that nasty deacon that you don't want to hug, but he wanna hug you, and it's church, so you kind of like Deacon Williams. All right, Deacon Williams, here, here you go. Don't even want to like put your neck near him or nothing. You just like it's all arm because you ain't trying to give him no hip or nothing, no side boob or nothing. You just like Deacon Williams here. All right, go on now, go on, please. That's how Cat was. That's how Cat was looking at him. Like, damn, go on, Deacon Williams. All right, Janelle and Quinton again. Cousin Darius, he sees it for Janelle. He thinks that they're a good couple. He takes pictures, I guess, for Quinton on his IG page. Will let me know right there that Quinton is a model. Because why the hell you got your cousin taking pictures for you? For I don't even whatever. Yeah, I said, why is the cousin taking pictures for you? Googly eyes. Janelle says, oh, I see Quentin has googly eyes. I said, no, girl, that was fear, anxiety. Baby, I did not see concern, fear, anxiety, but not love in his eyes. It had only been 4 weeks, y'all. Please. Janelle is saying that she doesn't want to have children. She wants to adopt. Now Quentin is saying that he wants to have children. He wants to have his own flesh and blood, which again, the movie man on the panel was talking about these men be wanting to say they want to pass down their legacy, but don't be having a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. I'm with him. Okay. I am with him on that. I'm with him on that. Join the panel, okay? Come check us out. The reunion is gonna be happening within the next week or two, so you definitely want to check that out because that's where the real fun. That's where the real fun is at. The real mess is at. What Quentin says that he is looking for a woman who is going to be soft and sweet and kind. And I said, Janelle is about as cuddly as a cactus. And that's who you, sir, what are you talking about? That is not what you're looking for. Because if that's what you were really truly looking for, you would have been with Lee. You're not. You are playing in our faces. And I'm sick of you. And I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. Phil takes Aries out on a bicycle date, and I just wrote, nigga, do you have a job? Because all you got to do is you can solve this by just telling her whether or not you have a job. List what you doing. This is my income. Even if you door dashing, say that shit. Like, just say it. Tell her that you have some sort of stability, because if you do not, then obviously she's going to continue to feel that way. I didn't like the way Phil flipped that around, and I said, "Oh yeah, Phil a fuck, he a fuck nigga." Okay, you a nigga too, Phil. I knew it. I never was rooting for them. I never saw it for Phil. I never saw it for Aries. Is a beautiful woman. I think the women on this show always get the short end of the stick with these raggedy ass men, and it's sad. It's really really sad. Phil is sitting down with Aries, and they're talking about how they both have bonded, and this may have happened with the cousins, with the family members. I'm getting it mixed up, but they were how they bonded over losing their father. I said, not y'all trauma bonding. So Phil and Aries feels like Phil has gotten a little bit farther in terms of, the grieving process. So she's leaning on him. Okay, girl, that you could just have a therapist if you going if you need all that. Like you could just get a therapist, right? She's saying that she needs loyalty, she needs security and all these things to keep her going, and she doesn't want to have the same kind of relationship in the past. She's taking people for their word. She has, looked past certain things and has been able and was built a relationship off that, but it burned her. And so now she's looking for loyalty and stability. And Phil is getting annoyed because she keeps bringing up the word stability. Again, all you got to do, I said this about 3 or 4 times, all you got to do. But Phil then later on, and I'll talk about that in just a second, he takes that back to the deliberation, flips it on her. I didn't like the way Phil did that. He, in the confessional while they're on the date, says that she can feel him pulling away from him, and if she's gonna pull away, go ahead and pull away and go on. I'm like, sir, you're the reason why she's pulling away. You're not giving her what she needs, and if you cannot do that, then you're absolutely right. She needs to go on, and you do too. You need to go right on down to the unemployment line. Quinton takes Lee to the batting cage. I've never been to a batting cage before. I've done like axe throwing. I've done bowling. I've done that, but batting cages I've never done. So anyway, Lee take goes to the batting cage with Quinton, and Quinton swears up and down that Janelle and Lee are similar. Sir, you are talking out of both sides of your neck. Either that or you have no idea. You're not present in the conversations clearly when you're talking to both Janelle and Lee. Because to draw similarities from both these women, so there's absolutely nothing alike. Just like Lee said, sir, we both black women, and that's about it. That's just that on that, right? Anyway, Quinton is apologizing for the way that he showed up at the house, but there really is no reason for you to apologize, because that's really how you showed up. You didn't show Lee any attention. You didn't, you acted like a scared, hit little boy every time Janelle came around. You didn't put her in her place. You didn't, and when I say put her in her place, you didn't tell her, you didn't draw a boundary, is what I should be saying, not put her in her place. I don't like that. I don't like that phrase, but you didn't draw boundaries or anything. You just was like, you just went along to get along. And that just was not a cute move, especially if you were really trying to build a connection with Lee, which means you were not trying to build a connection with Lee. And so because of that, she decides to meet with Tommy. I said, Lee, if you don't self-eliminate, I'm going to box you. Praise God, she did. She showed up with Tommy, came in this red dress. Baby, come on, when we love when Lee wear a red dress, baby. And apparently Tommy does too, old nasty creep. You saw it. Did y'all see his face? I was like, ugh, he's so gross to me. He is so gross to me. Ugh, he was looking. You could tell. You could tell. She basically said, listen, the way I gave him an out, I gave him the cheat code. I was like, look, my bedroom's up here, here, here. He did not bite at all. At all. So I'm eliminating. He knows who he likes. He likes what he likes. He's gonna be there. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Bloppity bloppity bloop. Right. Who else is getting together? Jessica and Maurier. They talk about the elimination with Chris. I thought that was producer led, because why are y'all talking about this? Y'all going on a date just to talk about this? That doesn't make sense. That was just dumb. It was dumb to me. So Maria is asking her how the situation with the Chris elimination went. He basically confesses and said that he wasn't the one that said it. It was Chris the one was the one that said that Jessica is, what was it? Intimidating? What was the word? Aggressive? Combative. Thank you. Maria opens up and says that confesses and says that Chris was the one that said that Jessica was combative. Jessica said, I knew that the whole time. That's not news. I know that. Finally get to deliberations. So at this point, the guys are talking about how the meeting, the family went, right? Janelle and Quinton and Lee, Maurier and Jessica and Kat, and obviously Aries and Phil, because it's only 3 of the men left. Tommy tells the group that Lee self-eliminated. Quinton looks relieved. I said, this Jessica, Maurier, and Kat. Maurier said he's still up in the air. He said it's like I'm dating an old flame and meeting a new flame. Sir, you literally just had a date with her 2 episodes ago, and that was it. Kat is who I'm talking about. There really is not anything. It's not that hard to make a decision. Please, why? And then obviously Phil has Aries, and Phil during the deliberation, he said that he feels like she is pulling away from him, and he said that he doesn't know if it's because of her father, but that doesn't have her father passing away, but that don't have nothing to do with me. If you're gonna pull away, then you're gonna pull away. So you literally just took the trauma that she experienced. Instead, you blamed the trauma that she experienced after she's already told you exactly what the problem is. But instead of bringing that up and talking about that, you replace the issue that she actually has vocalized to you. Her concern about you is you took that and took the trauma and put that in there and use that as an excuse as to why she's pulling away from you, just so you don't have to deal with the fact that you ain't got no job or not no stable job. I said, Phil Phillips. 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 I know good and damn well. No good and damn well you ain't try that lady like that. Be fucking for real. Okay, anyway. That's all. Oh, Tommy said that they're not gonna eliminate any other women, which annoys me. Please, let's wrap this shit up. Like, why? Anyway, y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about the episode. I'm trying to make these videos so much shorter, so all of my announcements are in the description box. Check that out. We got a lot going on, lot going on. Check it out. Get down in the description box. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.